Hi guys, it's Jacqueline from Homeschool Hangout.xyz, and today we are looking at Wordbuild Online. If you like curriculum, program, website specific looks, do me a favor, thumbs up, like this, comment, join me on all the social medias. See me over at my Facebook group, my Discord server, my Instagram, my TikTok, wherever you want to connect. And if you don't like these kinds of things, let me know down in the comments what you would like to see more of, and subscribe and all those things. And your opinion will hold influence. So let's get into it. First off, let me say this was a complimentary product given to me as part of the Homeschool Review Crew. So I did not pay for it, but all opinions are completely my own. So what is Wordbuild Online? Wordbuild Online is a completely online, hands-off curriculum unit for students who are already reading but need to learn words or prefixes and suffixes and how to build words. So I started with Foundations Level 2 for my elementary school kid, and I went ahead and did Elements Level 1 for my high schoolers to kind of see if they needed some refresher. It never hurts. There is a parent dashboard where you assign this, and I believe each one of these classes is about $30. So you get to keep it for as long as it takes for them to go through it. And I believe it's 30 lessons. So I'm looking here. You basically put your student into a class, and it then tells you as they complete things, but it doesn't give you a whole lot of details. Right now I am looking at, hold on a second. Let me change kids. I am looking at my 14-year-old's progress report, and she was doing Elements Level 1, and they say when you start, regardless of how old you are, if you are past foundation, so like 6th grade and up maybe, then you will start at the first class of this next level of elements. And because you never know where the holes are and all that good stuff. So I'm looking, and basically though, they tell me how long it took them to do each thing, what their score was, and their rating. And it looks like 4 is their highest. You can reset, so if they do it and you think they didn't do well enough, you can reset it. But I will say the emails that they send you saying she completed it or he completed it didn't necessarily give me that information. I had to come over to the website. So other than that, though, I don't really have to do anything about it. It also tells us, I'm looking at the high school class right now, and it says we're learning the affix meant for the first one. So compliment, things like that. And for the younger ones, they're kind of learning some of the other modifiers. Like the first, it starts off with how to use ly for the foundations too. It's good. It's fun. There's a gamification. You can allow them to work as fast as they want, or tie them down to like one lesson a day if you're wanting them to take time and you think they're just going to rush and not soak it in. So depending on your student, you can make that decision and you can modify it as you go. So that's great, I think. Definitely a gamification, so it's something fun. But there's a little but here. They ask you to define words as the student. And there isn't necessarily a super right answer. And when I say that, I mean, I did a test one because my daughter had told me this, who's in high school. And I kind of like shorted some words and left words out of a definition that would really, affect it. And it didn't really seem to catch it. It's more of a rudimentary practice. Now, not to say it's not good. It just, you need to be very clear on what it does. If you're looking for a definition of quickly, you might want to go look and you can review their actions. So I'm looking at hers, like it tells me what she chose and, use it in a sentence. The arrangement of all the chairs allowed everyone to hear and see is the one she picked. But there are some exercises in which they actually define them. So just be aware of that. On the whole, it was pretty good. My almost 17-year-old, he filmed a little tour that I'm going to input here, and I'll see you in a minute for some final thoughts.
Alright, I have been using Wordbuild for about 20-25 minutes, completed a few assignments, and I think it's pretty good overall. I like the technology they're using. They are going over the words well, and I have never inputted something for one of the problems, and it didn't read it correctly or it misread me and so said I was wrong. Even for myself, I'm going to be a senior in high school, and their starting test was pretty difficult, uh, but I did get most of them. So overall, it's pretty good. Uh, I think this may have been useful to go through these problems when I was younger. Obviously, I got there over time. But this seems like a pretty useful tool for learning words. Currently, I'm going over prefixes and suffixes right now, and I think it's working pretty well. It demonstrates everything that you're learning, both in a video and then in a hands-on problem, which I think is really nice.
So, final thoughts. This is great, especially if you have a student you just want to make sure has a firm foundation in prefixes, suffixes, what words mean, and how they build together. Because I think that's an important concept that not everyone gets is you might know what quickly means, but do you know what the ly means? So if you see it with a different word, or you know what, form means, like you're going to conform, but do you know what that means somewhere else? And so I think it's really great for that. I studied roots a lot when I was in high school. I like the fact that it is completely parent independent. You set it up, you can review it as much as you want, but you don't have to, and they can just kind of keep going. So that is great. If you're looking for an independent activity, it's fun. They get to take a break from the pencil and paper, get on the computer. That's a great aspect of it. So on the whole, I really like it. $30 is not overly steep. I believe you have like 30 lessons. And you get to keep it as long as you want. So if you feel like they didn't get it the first time, you just reset the scores and let them do it again. Yeah, on the whole, I recommend, with a few caveats, just be clear on what you're getting. It is not a full grammar or full word definition. It is not phonics. You need to have your students already reading. But we really liked it, and we would recommend it. So I will talk to you guys later. You can check out more reviews down in the bottom. You can check out my written review for this one over on possibly Nerd Family, eventually at homeschoolhangout.xyz. And we will talk to you all later. Bye.